Top 10 superpower anime with an overpowered MC. Where's the fun in a superpower anime if the main character is not incredibly powerful? Powerful enough to stop even the strongest villains and save the day in some glorious display of heroism? I don't know about you, but I love my main character super powerful so that they can give the bad guys some severe ass whooping. If you're like me, then this video is for you. In this video, we would be looking at the top 10 superpower anime where the main character is super badass and almost undefeatable. Why some love this kind of life, others just want to live a normal life and thus see their powers as a curse. But before we go on, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and become a member of this amazing community. Without further ado, this is my list of the top 10 superpower anime with an overpowered MC. If you have any comments or opinions about this list, do well to leave them in the comments section. That said, let's dive right into the video. Number 10, Needless.
リードはまだ私の方が勝ってるみたいね。
そうかな?
Let's start our list with one of the most unique animes I have ever seen, Needless. This anime is set in post-apocalyptic Japan in the year 2150. 30 years after the devastating World War III had ended, Japan is still suffering from the effects of this brutal war. One of such effects is the large and mysterious areas known as black spots, which are filled with ruins of cities and countrysides. These black spots contain contaminated items and debris from the war and mutated humans who have been contaminated too. These humans are trapped in these black spots to stop the spread of the contamination. Inside these black spots, whole new civilizations have sprung up, consisting of the contaminated ones who have received powers known as fragments. Those with the fragments are called Needless and are bestowed with several powers. The MC, Adam Blade, is a Needless who has the power of regeneration and incredible strength. He embarks on a quest with his friends to bring peace to the world. The Disastrous Life of Seiki Kusio.
おかげで時間が稼げた。え? やっぱりな。
What if I told you that having great power was more of a curse than a blessing? Seiki is a seemingly normal high school student at first glance, but he is incredibly powerful. In fact, too powerful for his own good. He is gifted with a wide assortment of supernatural powers, including psychic abilities, telepathy, teleportation, and X-ray vision. He sees his powers as a curse because of the several inconveniences they cause him, and he now has to deal with a truckload of creeps and weirdos. In an effort to live a normal life, he tries to hide his powers from his friends and classmates at school, but he comes to learn that living an ordinary life is more difficult than having to deal with these odd characters. Number 8, The Irregular at Magic School. This series is set in a world where magic and technology have been combined to work more efficiently, and only a few people can wield magic based on their genetics. This greatly limits the number of magicians in the world. These magicians are forced to enter magic schools, where they are taught to use their magic and put in positions only magic holders can handle. Each of these magic schools specialize in different aspects of magic, and students are classified according to their abilities to use magic. The plot is centered around Tatsuya Shiba, a young boy who serves as a bodyguard for his sister, Miyuki Shiba. They're heir of the Yotsuba clan, which is one of the ruling clans in Japan. They all enroll into First High School, where Miyuki is admitted as a first-course student due to her ability to wield magic, while Tatsuya is admitted in the lowest ranks and considered unable to wield magic satisfactorily. Despite this ranking, he is well-versed in combat techniques and has some unique magic techniques that make him a very powerful character. Number 7, Armed Blue Gunvolt.
You're one of Sumeragi's atoms? What are you fighting for? Give me a break with the hero routine.
This anime is set in future Japan, where a certain group of people have been bestowed with supernatural powers due to a strange phenomenon. This group of people are referred to as Sevens. This anime is centered on Gunvolt, a member of the Sevens, who joins the resistant group named Feather to fight against the Sumeragi group. This company pretends to be in charge of maintaining world peace and safety, when in reality, they're capturing sevens and treating them like animals by performing gruesome and inhumane experiments on them without their permission, of course. It is Gunvolt's sole mission to expose this company for who they really are. Number 6. Code Geass. Set in the year 2010, Code Geass tells the story of Lelouch Vi Britannia, the Prince of the Holy Britannia Empire and son of the Emperor Charles Z. Britannia. The Holy Britannia Empire had just formed a new weapon called the Autonomous Armored Knight to conquer the world. Lelouch questions his father's inactions after his mother was murdered in cold blood, and in response his father banished him and sent he and his sister to Japan as political pawns to win their trust. His sister, Nunnally Vi Britannia, was so traumatized by the death of their mother that she could neither see nor walk. Britannia attacks and conquers Japan, leaving the country in ruins. Enraged, Lelouch vows to his Japanese friends that he would seek revenge for them against his father and the Britannia Empire. He becomes super powerful when he meets a mysterious girl named Cece, which allows him to bend any man's will to do his bidding. He embarks on a quest for revenge. Number 5. The Devil is a Part-Timer. This anime has one of the most ingenious and captivating plots I have ever seen. It is guaranteed to leave you stuck on your screens without blinking. It tells the story of the very powerful demon lord Satan, whose main goal was to conquer the world of Enta Isla and bring all its 4 continents together with the help of his vast demon army and 4 demon generals, Lucifer, Adaramelech, Malakoda, and Alciel. However, his plans are foiled by the hero Amelia, who decimates his armies and kills one of his generals, forcing him and the other 3 generals to flee via a portal. Together with Alciel, Satan is transported to Earth, with only a fraction of his power. However, no one uses magic on Earth, which makes him pretty powerful. He takes a job at a restaurant to blend in and becomes fascinated by how the Earth works. He has one goal now, to conquer Earth by climbing the corporate ladder. Number 4. Hellsing. Let's switch things up a bit and bring in our first horror-themed anime on this list. Hellsing tells the story of Sir Integra Fairbrook Wingate's Hellsing, the leader of the Royal Order of Protestant Knights. Her father had been brutally murdered when she was just a child, right in front of her. This didn't only cause the mantle of leadership to fall to her, but it also turned her into a tough and deadly warrior. Her sole aim is to find her father's killers and seek revenge for her father's death. She is accompanied by the family demon, an original vampire named Alucard, who happens to be the most powerful being in the land, and the family butler Walter C. Gomez, an equally vicious fighter. They are later joined by Saras Victoria, a former police officer whom Alucard turned into a vampire to save her life after an accident. Number 3. Mob Psycho. Here is another classic example of when an overpowered main character just wants to live a normal life and not be considered freaks because of the amount of power that they have. Shigeo Kageyama is a middle student who has been nicknamed Mob from Mabu because of his quiet and reserved character. However, what they don't know is that Mob is a powerful esper with an incredible psychic power that is connected to his emotions. He therefore has to keep his emotions locked in so that he doesn't unleash his powers. Easy, right? But in a world full of crime and hate and bad people, he finds it a little difficult to keep his emotions in check. And little by little, his emotions continue to grow, threatening to break through his emotional shackles. This fast-paced anime would leave your heart racing and your hands shaking. Number 2. One Punch Man. The title of this anime tells you all there is to know about this anime. And in case you're wondering, yes, the main character is so powerful, he ends his battles with just one punch. Satyama is a hero that isn't associated with any organization and loves to carry out heroic deeds for his own enjoyment. Over the years, he has trained himself so rigorously that he has been incredibly powerful, to the point of defeating super strong enemies with a single punch. No one stands a chance. He soon became bored because there is no real challenge for him to fight. Convinced by his cyborg friends, he joins the Hero Association, where he is placed in the lower rank because he is not very book smart. Watch and see what happens when they find out about his incredible power. Number 1. Overlord.
素晴らしい最高記録だおそらく5体も召喚できたのは私しかいないぞ
Our top pick today is the action-packed fantasy anime titled Overlord. It tells the story of a young boy who was trapped in a demorpg called Yggdrasil and was the only member of one of the most powerful guilds left in the game when the server shut down. This means that he got the power of 40 other members, including the other 3 powerful lords in the guild. This gives him near limitless power and makes him invincible. Taking the name of Ain's old gown, he sets out to explore his new world and learn to adapt to his new life. The question of the day is, who do you think would win in a one-on-one between One Punch Man and Ain's old gown? Let us know your answers in the comments section below. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. We'll be back with some more amazing stuff, so make sure you stick around. I'll see you soon.